Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy, the Mad Geiger, and up here today, yes, fresh trim. Up here today, guys, I've got a few little pickups today. They're pretty much all of them are buybacks, apart from the three charity shops. I've had a bit of decent selling over these past few days. Me and my partner, we tidied up this room, and I'll show you at the end what I mean, because you might have noticed this looks a bit different. Alphabetized, baby. My DVDs are alphabetized. Not like completely alphabetized, not like A, L, A, B, just A's are together, C's, B's, you know, that sort of thing. And we tidied up this cupboard. I'll show you everything at the end. But I got out all my retro consoles that I had, and most of them were missing wires and stuff. So I put them up on Facebook and on eBay. And I sold the Super Nintendo and the Sega Dreamcast to someone on Facebook. Got 60 quid out of it. It was basically, I was asking 25 each. You know, some of them had power cables, some of them had just the RF switches or AV cables, some of them didn't have anything. My Sega Mega Drive sold on eBay, and I also sold my old capture card as well on eBay and a PS4 game. So that come through just now. That money yesterday come through, and then I also, what was I going to say, won some money as well this morning on the old slots, won 60 quid on the slots. You know, I thought, fuck it, this money, stuff that I sold, you know, I'll put a tenner on, and you never know, so I won 50 out of that. And then I decided, you know what, I'm going to go into town today, and I took my PlayStation VR into town, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't really play much on the VR, because start off by saying that I actually found it to be quite nauseating, not necessarily because of motion sickness, but because of the actual the camera wasn't great. Like, it weren't like fully 1080p, you know. One sec, it's good stuff. Good stuff. And yeah, so I took it into the X because I wasn't sure if I had all of the cables through it, if there was anything missing. I took it into the X and they said, we'll give you £50 voucher for it. So I thought, fuck it, I'll take it. And I picked up 4 Blu-ray box sets, well, one individual Blu-ray that were buybacks. One of them weren't a buyback, and I've got 3 DVDs here. I'm going to start off by saying I don't really actually feel the need to go out and buy stuff at the moment, because my partner's working again now. She said she's gonna, you know, buy me some stuff back over the coming months, and I also got myself a new watch because yeah, it's just a cheap Casio. It's a digital watch. I know, ooh, digital watch. I normally have normal watches, but I thought, well, for the price that they charge for a watch battery replacement, it's actually cheaper to buy a new watch. So my partner said she was going to get me a new watch, maybe like a smartwatch or something. But I just hate you not having a watch on, because to me, I know you've got your phone and that, but when I'm trying to sleep at night and I want to know what the time is and I turn my phone on, it's sort of brightness, whereas a watch I can just look at my hand and go like that. So 3 DVDs from a charity shop, 3 for £1. The Catherine Tate Show Series 1. I remember Catherine Tate, of course. She was in The Office. I know that's not what she's known for. I think she was more known for like Little Britain and stuff. But yeah, so it was £1. They had two of them. I picked one up, and then the case was cracked inside, and then I seen they had another one, so it was fine. So I picked it up. Never watched this show, but it seemed like a show that I'd probably enjoy. 6 episodes. It was cheap, so I'll check it out. I don't know how many seasons it had. Then another stand-up, Jack Whitehall, Get Around Live from Wembley. I like having stand-up stuff. I've got a soft spot for stand-up. And a brand new sealed, well, it was originally from the Pound Shop, but sometimes it's brand new. Both Selector Series 1. This was a show that I do remember, but I never watched it. I've heard about it. It's another British Channel 4 weird show. So 3 British themed stuff. I think Jack Whitehall's British. Could be wrong. So yeah. And then, like I said, I got 50 quid, so I thought I'm going to buy back some Blu-ray box sets that I've sold, because over the past few months, it's been really hard with money and stuff. So I've had to sell a bunch of box sets, and I'm slowly getting them back. So the one that weren't a box set, I had £2 left, and I thought, screw it. The Amazing Spider-Man 2, I've got the first one on Blu-ray. So I thought, well, screw it, I'll pick up the second one. I think it's on Netflix. It's either on Netflix or it's on Amazon Prime, one or the other. But again, you know, the Spider-Man films, they're not on Disney Plus because it's Spider-Man. I think the only Spider-Man film that's on Disney Plus, which makes no sense to me because the films aren't on Disney Plus, but the TV shows are, which is really funny. There's a bunch of Spider-Man TV shows. I guess the closest thing to Spider-Man on Disney Plus movie-wise would be Captain America: Civil War. But I've heard this film was much better than the first one. But still, you know, of course, but yeah. And then the 3 box sets that I picked up that I got back was the Mad Max trilogy. By the way, I never actually watched any of these box sets. That's why I want to buy them back. If I'd watched them, then I wouldn't be that bothered about getting them back. Unless I really need to have them. So I'm happy to have this back. I'm going to check them out now that I don't have to worry too much. You know, all my bills are up to date now, and that money from eBay's come through, so I've just got to send 2 things tomorrow, and then my phone bill, and then that's it. And most of my subscriptions are up to date now as well. I picked up the Stanley Kubrick Visionary 8-disc set. I never actually watched anything on here. The only 2 films that I've actually seen on here were The Shining and Clockwork Orange, and I love the Clockwork Orange. Gotta say, after seeing the movie and then listening to the audiobook, I think the audiobook or the book version is far superior. But then again, you know, always is. So I'm happy to have this back. 8 films, of course. I mainly got this for The Shining and Clockwork Orange. I guess 2001: A Space Odyssey is always on there. There were 2. This set had 2 debut Blu-rays. That was Lolita and Barry Lyndon. Of course, they have had single releases now, but at the time, that was the only way to get those 2 films on Blu-ray. And then last but not least, I re-got the Harry Potter Blu-ray set. I know this has had a 4K release. I'm going to be honest with you. To me, 4Ks are good. If I find them cheap, I'll pick them up. But 9 times out of 10, I'm not too bothered about getting the expensive ones. I just want to quickly check all the discs are in here. Half-Blood Prince, Order of the Phoenix, Part 1 and 2. Lovely. Just want to make sure everything's in here. Philosopher's Stone, Chamber of Secrets. I've only ever seen Philosopher's Stone, or the Sorcerer's Stone for you guys in the US. Deathly Hallows, Part 1 and 2, with special features. And Goblet of Fire and Prisoner of Azkaban. Lovely. All 7 discs. Because I've had this thing with CEX not having the right, never seeming to, you know, having the always missing disc when I've got to take them back in for selling. So, but I'm happy to have this back and check them out. I've never really got into Harry Potter. It was one like Doctor Who and Harry Potter. I never really got into as a kid. I was Star Wars. The same with Star Trek. I never really watched Star Trek as a kid, but I watched it, you know, a couple of years ago and actually really enjoyed it. So I haven't watched all of the Star Trek, only the original, The Next Generation and the animated series. But I believe all of the Star Trek stuff is on Netflix still. So yeah, I'm happy to get these things back. Like I said, some box sets. I'm slowly getting my collection back. Again, I know a lot of people are saying, what about games? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm still happy with having mostly digital. The only physical games I'm going to buy will be if I see them cheap to resell, or if it's a game that I know that I'm going to play. So last night I played a game called Costume Quest. I played the second one years ago, but I played the first one last night. And it was a pretty fun little turn-based RPG. I'm not normally a big fan of turn-based RPGs, but it reminds me a lot of the Mario RPG games with the sort of mini-games when you go to punch and attack. I like those sort of turn-based ones where you have to time the buttons and you can do little mini-games and things. I might go back and replay it at some point, continue it. I played lots of different games on the modded PlayStation, a few little bits here and there. Tonight I'm going to have a chill one. I'm going to, because obviously my partner's in work, I'm going to watch some my more Marvel Avengers show tonight when she's gone after dinner, before I put my son to bed. And then tonight I'm watching Guardians of the Galaxy and continuing on with the Infinity Saga. I watched Captain America Winter Soldier the other day, and wow, that movie blew me away. I was like, that was awesome. That was a really cool movie. And I can understand why a lot of people say it was one of the best Marvel films out there. So, but I'm happy to have some stuff back. The selling's going well, like I said. You know, the consoles sell really cheap, even if they're blue, you know, on eBay they seem to go pretty fast. The only ones I really need to get rid of now are the Xbox 360s that don't work. But I sell them at parts prices. If they don't have all the cables, I just sell them at parts prices, whether they work or not. And that's a tip for people, unless you're someone that's going to go out there and try and hunt down the cables. If you want to sell something quickly, just sell it at parts prices, knock off a couple of quid. You know, if someone's selling you know, a Nintendo 64 as a console only for 40 quid on eBay, whether they're saying it's tested or not, and you've got only a Nintendo 64 and say no controller but one wire, just sell it for like 30-25 quid, because it will sell a lot quicker and you'll get some money back for it. At least that's what I found anyway. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing tonight. Yeah. But I have got some videos planned this week. I'm going to write down some videos. I'm going to be doing a video which a lot of people are going to be quite happy to know about, because I often get asked, what type of games do I play? What do I enjoy? So I figure what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down each type of genre of game and then give you a little bit of, do I like it? What ones do I like? You know, what type of shooters do I like? You know, first person, third, that sort of thing. Of course, there's going to be some TV and movie videos and stuff like that. But a couple of videos that I'm going to be talking about, like shows that movies that I think should deserve a Blu-ray or physical release. But anyway, I'm quickly going to show you. Let's check the battery life. That's what I love about this phone, charges so quickly. But yes, so we did manage to move the bookcase. So what we did is we moved it into this corner instead of against this wall, because obviously this is all my sell stuff. But like I said, we're going to try and do a car boot sale or something and get rid of some stuff quickly over the next few months. But we're planning to put the cot here. So my partner's like, well, we'll move the bookcase over here. And we did get it into alphabetized, if that's even a word. Oh. Hi, everyone. So it is alphabetized. Don't know how well you can see that. So look, it's got all the B's and the A's there, the C's. It's double back, but you've got to make use of your you got to make use of it. And then obviously we did the same over here. We didn't do the Blu-rays. I kept the Blu-rays where they were, just because there's no point moving them. I watched again. Oh yeah, last night I also watched disc 2 of volume 3 of Looney Tunes. Ironically, there weren't a lot of actual Looney Tunes, and I'm going to be doing a full review for this set at some point. The complete golden collection, because there's some great gems on there. I just love it, man. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, feel free to leave a like, and of course it's 2:30, coming up to 2:30 now, so I'm quickly gonna go and do my Star Wars game on my phone, do the washing up, and then put dinner in for me and my son. And then yeah, gonna come up and watch some Avengers, and then put him to bed. And then tonight, looking forward to watching Guardians of the Galaxy. I have watched Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one, but the Disney Plus version is in IMAX, so I'm looking forward to checking it out. Rewatching it again. I don't really remember too much from it. I watched it years ago. But anyway, guys, of course, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment below. Let me know. Do you think it's better that, like, I moved the room? It does look pretty good like that now. And as always, guys, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at the Mad Tiger. And have a nice day. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care. And bye-bye.